Hey guys, it is that male CNA back at it again with another video. I know it has been a couple weeks since I have uploaded, um, just due to the fact of my job working 3 to 11s and then day shift. So I wanted to talk about what the last couple years being a CNA has taught me and what changes have come to me personally experiencing and working through COVID-19, the entire, pretty much the entirety of the pandemic so far, and how it has helped me develop as a person. So before this, I was working we're on standby like power systems and stuff like that. It was a nice career field, I guess, for certain people, but I just definitely didn't fit that type of attitude. And then Jamie, really pushed me to become a CNA and help me push myself through school, and definitely worked with me a lot on that. So that's besides the point. Um, I never really thought a person like me could have become a CNA because I really didn't have the stomach for that type of work, if you guys know exactly what I mean. Um, Now, getting into it, the changes that have occurred to me over the last couple of years, definitely being able to work with people a lot better. I come from a background of being able to work with people, but not as closely as you do becoming a CNA. You really have to help each other get through each shift, putting people to bed, helping feed each other's people, just that good stuff that CNAs should do together, but they usually don't in most cases. That's besides the point. So, working as a team, I definitely say that has helped me develop. Being able to care for people from all different types of backgrounds. I definitely have developed that attribute a little bit better. I do think that I tolerate people who are, how do I say, not as hardworking as others, ones that are lazy and people who don't like to do their job even though they signed up for it. So I've been, unfortunately, I've worked in a number of facilities where I see people who are just there for their paycheck, and we all know that being a CNA, you're not going to get rich unless you're a travel CNA, and we all know that I tried that and it just did not work out whatsoever. So I really feel as though that was definitely one of the bigger strong points. You definitely learn how to work together. You definitely learn that coming from different facilities that people tolerate and just do things for the paycheck. That's another thing I definitely learned, how to care for others being a CNA, because you're taking care of another person's family member. You would want to take care of them like they're one of your own as well, because at the end of the day, it's their home and not ours. Now, back to the next point I would like to make. Learning how to do basic nursing. Under the supervision of RNs and LPNs, I've learned how to do basic wound care. I've been supervised giving out small amounts of then the nurse will leave like a payment on the table. I'll help pass that stuff out. And as an NA, the hospital, they had me do glucose, they had me do vitals, they had me working in different units. So it was really cool. You get to do like the one-on-one. You get to talk to these people, learn all about them, where they came from. And it's just really interesting. I love being able to do that as a CNA as well. Unless you're working on a dementia floor, then you'll hear the same story 15 times in 2 minutes, about how someone's dog is supposed to come to the floor in like 15 minutes. Like, okay, we'll wait for that to happen. Anyways, I believe that is one thing I love being able to do, is the experiencing the different nursing activities, because that'll definitely help me continue my career into the EMT field or the paramedic, whatever I decide to do at that point. So, continuing on, we've talked on 3 points. We've talked about learning to work together with people from different backgrounds, other CNAs working together as a team. We've talked about how I've developed certain nursing skills and the types of facilities that you work in. Now, the last point I wanted to touch on was how has it changed me as a person overall. Now, beforehand, I really didn't see how CNAs did the job. It was something that I always wanted to get into, but wasn't something I wanted to pursue because I just thought I wouldn't be made for it. Now, at the end of the day, I get emotional if a certain resident passes away. I love being able to develop a relationship with certain people because you are the person that has contact with most of them throughout the day. Now that, family visitation is back and stuff like that, yeah, they'll see their daughter like once or twice every couple weeks, which in my opinion still isn't right, but anyways. I believe that a lot of these people, you really learn to care, love, and respect. I know you're not supposed to, really care for them as much as you do, but you see them every single day or every other day, depending on what your work schedule is. You're putting these people to bed, you're feeding them, you're taking care of them. You do learn to care for these people quite a bit. And then you get the insensitive CNAs who just sit there and they don't care. They're just there for their paycheck, walk in, walk out after the 8 or 16 hours that they're doing each day. And it's like, yeah, well, we could see that you're just going to put that person in bed and not touch them for the next 6 hours and just dry change them at the end of the shift. Unfortunately, that happens quite often. And I'll walk in on certain shifts and it's like this person obviously hasn't been touched all day. Thank God the facility that I work at now is pretty strict with that type of deal, that they really, buckled down on that, and they really, they monitor if people are being changed or not. They ask you to report it if someone is not. And at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, I've had to tell, the nurse, like, hey, this person was sitting in their feces or their urine all day, or their bag wasn't empty, their colostomy bag wasn't emptied out, or their pulse ox wasn't done, or their temp wasn't taken. It's like, you have to look back through the books, see who's taking care of these people, and you really got to learn how to become more thorough with your job. That's another thing that I've learned. You got to love and respect these people. So those are really the points I wanted to touch on, and how I've developed as a person, what being a CNA has taught me. And honestly, it's the most important aspect to me is the point of learning to love and care for another person's family member like they're your own. That's just how I see it as, because at the end of the day, like I say in almost every one of my videos that I do, like a personal topic on, it's their home, not ours. So if you live by that, you're pretty much golden when it comes to becoming a CNA. And another update for you guys. I don't know if I mentioned it in my previous video. I did do staffing, agency-wise. It is Nport Staffing. If you guys want to just check that out, I know that there's a lot of people who are like super secretive, like they can't share it. I don't understand why. You get a referral bonus if they mention your name. I don't really care about that. I'm just letting you guys know about the actual agency itself. And like I say in every video, Jamie has a couple orders that she's making for a few people right now. She just make custom scrub tops, hats, shirts, hoodies, you name it, she can do it. She's phenomenal with her work, and I love what she does. She's made me tie-dye t-shirts. She's made me all sorts of different little goodies. Harry Potter scrub tops. She's made me anime scrub tops. Pokemon. I got a compliment on it several times from different people. She has her, J&H Studio. Check it out. Facebook, Instagram, and her website as well. So big shout out to that. And if it wasn't for her, I'd have my extra love stick out from the bottom of my scrub tops. But anyways, that's about it. Alright guys, that male CNA signing out. Looking forward to the next video.